Welcome to the Purple Bear podcast. I'm here with Lexie Hannah and her cohort, Sarah. Lexie, you're a singer-songwriter, correct?
That's right. I currently make pop and EDM music.
Okay. And Sarah, you're a fashion designer?
Yeah, I will do custom designs, and I used to be a business owner of Serendipity Style, and I currently design soft goods for car seats and strollers at Even Flow.
Okay. And how long have you guys known each other?
3
years. Yeah.
Like 2.5, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think it was October of 2022 that we met, because it was at one of my shows, because I used to be in a band called Frantic Endeavor, and we were playing a show in Plymouth, and Sarah happened to be there. And we have a really funny meet story where, I don't know, we kind of talk about it on one of our podcast episodes.
Is it our second?
So maybe,
Is it our second episode?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to
Yeah.
find out how we met, I think you guys should go listen to our second episode.
So you guys came together for your podcast that's recently out called Talk Girlie to Me.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. And what made you guys want to decide to do a podcast?
So we would get together and hang out and have really good conversations and meaningful conversations that I don't usually have with everybody. It's kind of hard to find people that you will just click with in that regard. So when we got together and we're having all these conversations, we were thinking about it, because I've been thinking about hosting a podcast for a few years now. Just because I like talking and I like sharing viewpoints and I like creating a discussion. So when I found someone who was also interested in doing that, it just kind of made sense to make the conversations we were already having something to share with whoever is willing to listen.
Yeah, I think I remember you bringing it up to me first. And then I was like, I used to have a YouTube channel called Useful Mistakes, which I feel like podcasting is kind of like, I don't want to, like, less effort than the YouTube channel when you're starting. I mean, eventually, because we're not recording ourselves right now. So I just felt like that would be something I was more interested in doing right now.
Yeah, audio only makes it a lot easier. There's a lot less pressure.
Yeah, less pressure.
Personally.
And we have like our own like careers and passions that we work on. So it's just nice that we're working on a passion project together, as best friends. So, yeah.
And what do you think makes you both click so well together?
I think, because we've had this discussion before, we've been trying to figure it out. We're like, why?
I don't know.
Why are we friends?
Yeah.
But I think it's because you're one of my adult friendships, is how I say it.
Oh yeah, that's what we.
Yeah,
we did
because
talk about that.
we meet people in our younger years or more formative years, and I have a few friends that I met in elementary school or middle school or high school, and yes, we're still friends, but there's a little bit of distance just because we've grown apart. And we've changed over the years as we, grew up, which is fine.
Interests.
Yeah,
change,
exactly. So when you meet someone in your adulthood, I think you automatically gravitate towards people who are more like your current self, and you share more interests, and you're just a little bit more alike.
Yeah. So like Lexie knows this new version of me, this like grown version of
Right.
me, So it's just special in a different way. Mm-hmm. And it's like my old friends are special in a different way because they knew me at a time where I was growing up. So, it's just different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys started this podcast, how did you come up with the title?
It was tough.
I think it took us over a year.
Yeah, it did.
It was hard. It was honestly the hardest part about the podcast, because we came up with a whole list.
Yep. And that is why I think our episodes are like so old that we're releasing right now. They are like a year old or more because it took us a, but I think it was worth the wait, because it was like we wanted to have a name that really spoke to us, that was catchy, that just made sense. We didn't want to just like pick a random one. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we had an ongoing list.
Yeah, and the podcast itself has evolved a little bit too. So the names we started off with were a little bit more business, creativity, entrepreneurship focused, but then it evolved into something that was a little bit more geared towards women. So we were like, well, what are we doing on this podcast? Like, we were thinking of all these like keywords and trigger words. And you mentioned, how did Talk Dirty to Me come up?
I know, I'm trying to remember.
Because somewhere, somehow that came up and we were talking about pop references, pop culture, and music that was relevant during like the 2010s when we were growing up.
Yeah.
And
then
for some reason
Talk
that
Dirty.
stuck.
Well, for me, like Talk Dirty to me was a song that like everyone was jamming to when I was in college. I feel like I maybe lightly like talked about that, and then I think maybe you said it. And
I don't know. It
don't
evolved
know.
somehow into eventually Talk Girlie to me
Yeah.
because it's like, well, what are we doing on this podcast? We are just two girls yapping about girly things. So
Yeah.
it just made sense.
Now, for me, when I was trying to come up with my title, it was a mix of like, who has this in their name? Has this been used? Can I relate this? Mine's just random, but I can only imagine how it was like finding your title.
I know. All the ones that were good, that we thought were good, that we thought of before were already taken.
Yeah.
And technically, Talk Girlie to me is already taken, but it's spelled differently. And it's a podcast that's not super, super active right now. So I think it's okay.
I might have the same issue, but
Yeah, don't tell me. It's off the record.
Right.
we'll cut that. Who did you make this podcast for?
We made this for ourselves, first and foremost.
Yes, that's
Because from the start, we're both similar personalities, and that kind of ties into why we click. But in that regard, we both can get overwhelmed easily. We both can, turn something that's fun into work and get very hyper fixated on like making it successful and, just like putting a little bit too much, taking things too seriously. We both take things too seriously sometimes. So from the get-go, we were both very adamant on keeping this fun. This is for fun. This is an outlet. We have our jobs as work. We're not going to make this another chore in our life. So we made it for ourselves, but then we also, as it evolved, made it for creatives, business owners, entrepreneurs, but then eventually it evolved into this thing where it's like, I think this is more for women. Granted, it can be for a broader audience if they want to take certain things from certain episodes, but it's primarily for women.
Yeah, I mean, I think women talk like differently to each other than men. Like, as we're talking a lot of times, like Lexie and I are like interrupting each other. We're talking really fast. So
Talking
that's
over
why,
each other.
Yeah. So,
Finish each other's sentences.
yeah. And then also like if we don't finish a story, we'll circle back,
Oh, yeah.
And
Many detours. Boop, 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 boop.
detours. Yeah. And I think, with my experience, like men don't talk like that. They just talk more like
Straightforward.
Yeah. And they get to the point and very quickly. And like we like details. So it might take us a little longer to get to the point. But I like that, I think it adds like personality and it really takes you through the experience of the story.
Right. Like, I want you to feel like you were there with me. So I'm going to divulge every little thing. Like, you're going to know what color shirt they were wearing.
Yes.
Like, the details matter.
Details matter. So, yeah.
And how many episodes do you guys have out so far?
So far, we have published 6.
Yeah. I still need to finish mastering 7. And then we'll have 7 and 8. And then,
So we do have 9 recorded.
Yeah.
We have 9 backlogged, but we haven't released all of them yet.
9 is a special one.
Yeah, that's our bonus episode. So we might do something a little different with that one just because it's a little bit more recent than the rest.
Yeah.
But we're still deciding.
What do you guys feel when you're recording? Like, is this like spending time together, like a little girl date kind of thing?
Yeah.
Get to decompress.
Oh my God, yeah. It's a therapy session.
Yeah. Fully.
Yeah. So it feels good. It's fun. But it's also really nice to have a mutual goal to work towards. Because I am a yapper. I can talk, but I'm also introverted in the way that I really would like to have an activity to be doing with somebody. If I'm spending time with them, I don't want to just like sit around and just talk the whole time. So this kind of gives me the best of both worlds.
Yep.
And we also get to learn more about each other too.
Yeah, I definitely learned a lot more about you as we recorded each episode. There's one where we talk about imposter syndrome, and I was like, the whole episode, you can kind of hear it in my voice. I'm like, really? That's how you feel? And she's like, yeah. So, stuff like that.
And like in real time, we were discovering things about ourselves too, because we were making each other like think about things differently. And it was really cool. It was like, oh, we ended the episode thinking about the topic differently than when we started, which was cool.
Yeah. And we don't like agree on everything. So it is interesting, like hearing her perspective of something. And then I'm like, oh, I don't feel like that. Or like, I don't view it like that. And, we'll compare kind of. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you guys give me a little taste of like what happens on your show without going into detail? Because I don't want to spoil the episodes. So you've talked about imposter syndrome, how you guys met. Anything else I'm missing?
So how it started, we were talking about more business focused things. So I went to school for business. So I was able to bring up things that I researched during my time in school about social media, how to market, branding, identity, different things like that. And then Sarah has her experience.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. That's where we kind of differ is like she has like all this like book smarts on it and so new experience too. With
More book smarts though. Yeah.
I'm trying to give you more credit.
Oh, thank you, but I don't know if I deserve it.
Anyway, but like I was like physically, starting I had a brick and mortar. I had Serendipity and Style. So I was not only like making the clothing, I was selling it, marketing it, doing the taxes for it, just like everything on my own. So I had thrown myself into that and it kind of forced me to teach myself how to do a lot of stuff. Just like anything business related. So it was interesting like hearing her like talk about something and then I would be like, oh yeah, that is something I learned, like not because I read it in a book, but because I was experiencing it in real life. So yeah.
And it was also cool to see how, the books will tell you how to do something one way, but it might not work out that way in real life. So you were able to confirm whether or not certain things actually work or whether it's worth your time or better to approach it a different way. So we do spend a lot of time talking about that. But as the episodes progress, we start talking a little bit more about our lives and how our personal lives impact our business endeavors or our creative endeavors. And then that's kind of the segue that made the other episodes a little bit more about lifestyle and just living life as a woman in general and what we encounter.
Yeah. As a woman, like I think our hormones and our cycle does affect us every month. So, that can affect our personal life and our passions and careers. And there is an episode where we talk about balancing work and play. That is something I struggled really bad with because there was points where I was so busy, I sometimes didn't have one day off, or it would be crazy, and I would get burnt out, and then all of a sudden I'd like crash, I'd get sick, or I would just like sleep for a whole day or something. So it was hard finding that balance. And I also just want to add that anytime I was at Barnes and Nobles or I was searching on the computer trying to find like, what do people do when they're in this stage of business where they're already running it? There's such a lack of media out there about it. There's so much media on like how to start a business, and how to get it going and just start. But it's like, okay, great. Now what? After you start, what's next?
Keep it going?
How do I keep it going? So that was actually like my initial, motivation for when we started the podcast, because it's like, hopefully this can like help maybe somebody out there who's already started the business and maybe is a little lost or feels alone.
I didn't realize that. See, I'm learning something new right now. See, this is literally the podcast. It's us just talking about things and we're like, wait, what? Really?
Yeah. So.
And what's the recording process like for you guys? Because I think I've talked about it with both of you. You both do it like in person sometimes and then virtually other times.
We tried it virtually a couple times and it didn't really work just because
technical difficulties,
but also, and like there was a lag, a little bit of a lag, which was frustrating, but also bouncing off each other's energy just isn't the same when we're not in the same room.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can attest to that with guests, and that's why we're in this room together.
Yeah, that's why I was like all for us being in person, because I was like, let's like actually
people
interact
lose
as humans.
touch with like,
Yeah. Eye
Yeah.
contact. I don't know. Yeah. Facial expression is everything.
It just feels better.
Yeah.
But our process is very basic. We're trying to keep it as easy and simple as possible because technology is not my strong suit. I prefer to have people do the technology stuff for me. So I have a good mic. We're gonna get Sarah a good mic.
Or I'll use my partner's.
Yeah. So we
I don't know. I have to test to see how good his is, but
right now though, we basically just plug in a microphone to my Mac and bring up GarageBand and we hit record. And that's it. And then since it's very just conversation based, we don't have to do a lot of editing, but I will go through and just edit out maybe any awkward pauses or if you hear any weird noises, I'll cut out. But for the most part, it's pretty straightforward.
And you guys split up the work, like.
So I'll do the editing usually just because I enjoy editing. I think it's fun. It's like I enter this meditative state and I'm just like focused. I'm locked in. So
Does that carry over with the music that you do? Like, do you edit your own music sometimes?
I wish I had that skill, but I do not have the patience for that. That's a lot more involved than just, cutting out awkward pauses.
Yep.
So I work in a studio when I record music. So when I'm recording music for myself, I will record a demo, but that's the extent of my technology skills when it comes to music. But so then I'll send the files over to Sarah and then she'll work her magic.
Yep.
And then you guys post it all over now because at first it was just Spotify, but all major podcasts.
All major podcast platforms. So Apple, Amazon, Spotify, and then there's some random ones too that I actually just learned about. So we're on a few platforms and eventually we'll put it on YouTube as well.
We might need to share notes because I'm only on Spotify and YouTube right now.
Got you.
Because I need to know all these secret podcast platforms and I don't know.
We can swap notes later.
Yeah. Because I do this, not trying to brag or anything, but like I do this all on my own, like recording, editing, posting, trying to balance that, as you guys know, with your normal jobs. And
that's why it's nice to have someone to split that workload with. I can only imagine.
Yeah. There's been times where like if Lexie is like overwhelmed and she's just like, I don't feel like, or she's on her cycle. She'll be like, I don't fucking feel like, editing. Can I swear? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. She'll be like,
fuck this, fuck that.
She's like, I'm not doing this today. And I will be like, I'll be the opposite. And I'll be like, no, I want to do work. Give it to me. And I'm like, okay, I got it, so.
But it sucks when our cycles sync up.
Yeah, no, that's not good. I like it when it's not synced because then... Yeah, it's easier to distribute because there's also been days where I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything. And she's like, me either. I'm like,
so we won't.
Yeah, so we won't. So
eventually maybe we'll hire somebody to do some of it for us on the days where like we just don't feel like doing it.
There was I feel like there was 3 months.
There was 3 months where neither of us
didn't do anything. No. And then we didn't talk about it. And then I remember I came to her and I was like, listen, I'm feeling really guilty. We haven't done anything for our podcast in months. And she's like, oh my God, me too. I feel so guilty. I was like, okay, so we're on the same page. We need to schedule a day to get back into it. So,
because we were both like, we still want to do it.
Yeah.
But on our own terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's times for me where I feel like it's just, I can't focus or trying to edit this and I just get frustrated. You just need to walk away.
Mm-hmm. It's so real.
Yeah.
That's real life.
Where do you guys want the show to go in the future?
I'm going to let you take this one first.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a dreamer. So if anything, Lexie will be the one to ground me and just be like, okay, baby steps though. It's like, hopefully we'll get there, Sarah. And I'm over here like, I would love
We're going to have a book tour. We're going to.
No, literally. I would love for us to do a tour. That would be my dream. I've always wanted to go on a tour, even if it was as a fashion designer and I was to tag along with a musician. So even if that was a thing, because she's a musician. So, but I would love to travel and I don't know, meet people. And I love people too. I like talking to people and just connecting with people. I think in today's age, we've lost connection with people through just
in-person interactions.
Yeah, in-person interaction. So just to create more of that would be really cool, I think.
I agree with all of that because that's a big thing for me too. I've been, because I love music, don't get me wrong, but I've also been going through this transitional phase with music where, I was in a band for 8 years. I performed, I did all these things, and it was really cool. I learned a lot. But taking a step back from it for a couple of years, I'm kind of recalibrating and reevaluating what I actually like to do. And I don't think it's necessarily performing, but I love meeting new people. I love talking about my interest and creating a discussion. I love food. I love traveling. So if we could find a way to just wrap all of that up in one.
And we love women.
We love women.
Not lesbian or anything, but we love women.
I mean, I'm open.
Oh my God.
I'm flexible, but yeah, I think that would be really cool to go on tour eventually.
And meet like actual listeners and talk
Yeah.
about different things.
Exactly.
So I had a dream. Well, you know about this.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I was like, I had a dream where, I don't know, I was like in a room full of like women and they were all dressed really nice and they were just cheering and being excited for something that I was like about to present to them. I don't know what it was, but I just remember feeling so full in my heart in this dream. Just like I was doing something to like support women, and I guess it's like kind of the more I think about this dream a lot, so it's just like I don't know, I feel like some desire in my heart. Yeah, I just want to do that. So I want to do something to uplift women and make them feel supported and important and special and loved.
Yeah, we were brainstorming one night. We were like, okay, is this a product? Is it a service? Is it we're not even...
It can evolve over time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you said you guys started with business talks and then
it's true.
went to where you're at now.
Mm-hmm. Right? So maybe we'll have a full circle moment. I don't know.
Don't put yourself in a box. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
But that's exciting. I think writing a book, I mean, I want to write a book someday regardless. I don't know what it's going to be about, but if that happens for the podcast, I think that would be cool. So, but right now, realistically, what we want to do with the podcast is just record and put it out.
Yeah.
Just have fun, right?
Yeah, just have fun.
Right now, yeah.
Is it like it? So, you know how people have bowling nights and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. Is that kind of what it is for both of you? You guys have like podcast nights, so it's like get the snacks.
Well, we're definitely can't eat while we record.
I know, that's the downside.
Yeah,
I wish.
But can you imagine me chomping
Before
in
and
the mic?
after. Yes.
Yeah.
No, there was one time when we were recording. It's a bonus episode, and
we were eating.
we were literally sitting across each other on the couch with a blanket. We were comfy,
cookies.
and then she stares at me, and there's a moment of silence, and then she goes, "You just make me want to bake you cookies."
Yeah.
I don't think that is the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. So then she got up mid-episode while we were recording and made cookies.
Yeah.
And then brought them back and we ate them. It was great. So
Yeah.
that's the one exception.
Yeah, that was the one. I don't think I was munching in the mic, but hopefully not.
We will smoke from time to time while we're recording though.
Yeah. So I think that's how things have evolved a bit too. We're like more open to doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll mark it. I think we're aiming for bi-weekly to get together, record, go over things, and then we'll go from there.
Do you guys have any guests coming on the show anytime soon?
Honestly, this may change, but just recently we talked about how we are really just happy and satisfied with it just being us. Also, I personally just feel like I listen to a lot of podcasts now, and a lot of them do interviews, and I think it's nice to bring something different to the podcast world where it's just like we just keep it just us. But it could change.
Yeah, I feel like maybe every now and then, maybe not as often as we originally thought, because I agree, it would be really nice to bring in somebody with a new perspective. But I think right now we just have so much we want to talk about. And I think once we get that off our chest, maybe we'll feel differently.
Yeah.
Do you have any you don't have to name any names, but any fields that women are in that you want to talk to, or
any and everything, and even men that we know in our lives too. Like if you are creative, or you own your own business, or you just do something interesting. Like we were at this Valentine's party one time, and we met a psychic. And we were talking with her, and she was super cool. And even someone that's into that, in spirituality, I think that would be cool to talk about.
I think that's the thing. Like, I just don't want us to be like forcing interviews. Like, if
Yeah.
we were to meet someone organically, which we did, and we both like vibe with that person, just networking, then I would be down for it.
And
But
we were genuinely
yeah.
curious and interested
Yeah.
in like what she was doing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
yeah, we know a lot
Chase
of
that
people.
curiosity.
Yes, exactly. And we know a lot of people who are creatives. There's so many. So yeah,
Possibilities are endless.
they are.
Let's take a step back and go back to like you guys and your personalities, because I feel like I don't know. Well, I'm just meeting you for the first time.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
I've known
shout
Sarah
out.
since high school.
Yep, we know each other from high school.
Talk about full circle moments.
Yeah.
Love it.
So you're a singer-songwriter, but would you put a genre on your music at all, or?
So I like using singer-songwriter just because I was in a progressive rock band for 8 years, but I do make my own music, which is pop, and then I collab with EDM artists. So right now, I'm definitely primarily pop and EDM. I'm open to other genres. I'm a fan of indie music, like indie rock. I know it's a really broad term, but I don't know. It's kind of the same thing where I just recorded a bunch of music that I've been sitting on for literally a decade, and I finally put it out into the world, and it feels really good. And now that I've been able to get that out into the open, and it's no longer just like living inside of me, I feel like it opens new possibilities for new genres in the future, maybe. I don't know. It's one of those things where I'm just gonna
Just going with the flow.
Yeah,
kinda.
because when I'm writing a song, I'm not thinking about what genre it's gonna be. I'm just writing
Whatever
the song.
comes to you.
Yeah, exactly. And when you have something, because I write with a piano, so I'll come with the melody on the piano, and then I'll add the vocals and the lyrics. But the real magic happens in the studio. So you can bring something to the producer, and they can literally make it whatever genre you want. So that's the fun part.
Do you have your own studio, or?
No, I do not. I have my own recording equipment, but I actually shout out to Chris Paquette at No Boundary Studios in Rhode Island. He's in North Kingston, Rhode Island. That's who I've been going to for years because that's who my band used to record with. And since we just have that rapport, it just makes sense to keep going to him. And he produces really quality work too. So, yeah.
And Sarah, so you said you had your own company. You don't have to go too far in, or however you feel comfortable.
Yeah, whatever you want to know.
So I know you did your own sewing, created your own clothes. What I really liked about you was you recycled clothes and upcycled things.
Yeah. I very into sustainability. So like there was a whole year before I started Serendipity where I was just like into like studying like how to be like zero waste. I was really getting into it. And then I did have to like take a step back because it is stressful to try to be zero waste to a point. For me, it was. Maybe it becomes more natural to other people. I don't know. But it was like, I was just constantly like thinking about it. Like, oh, I got to bring Tupperware when I go out to eat because I don't want to use like, a styrofoam box for my leftovers or something like little things like that. Or like I'd always have to keep a coffee mug canister like in my car if I wanted to get a coffee, like just all these little things. And then I would always like look up stores to see where I could get refillables, just things like that. And then I was thinking about fashion, the fashion industry and how wasteful it is and fast fashion. I grew a hatred for fast fashion. I have less of a hatred for it now. Because, like, I get it. It's just so easy to go on Amazon and just get that white T-shirt that you need really quickly. But it is affecting our oceans quite a bit. But, yeah, so I came up with Serendipity and I threw myself into it way too fast. I think I was doing everything on my own and doing too much.
You got burnout?
Yeah, I'd get burnout all the time. Lexie really knew me in that like peak time too. So she had witnessed me go through that.
Yeah, the only way we could hang out in the beginning was if I ran errands with her. And I was like, I love that. Let's do it. Quality time, my favorite.
Yeah, that's why she was so clutch. But yeah, there was a time where like, because I would do little side jobs too to make extra money because I was fully living off of my art. Like, so I would do side gigs, which I actually still do today, like little acting gigs or modeling gigs, whatever it is. And I took her with me to one for a day. And
Just to make sure she wasn't going to be kidnapped.
yeah, I'd always bring a friend to those. And she was just I think you were doing your homework.
I was doing my homework
Yeah.
And I was eating all the snacks.
We were like in an office for some reason, and there was a snack room. And I
Yeah.
remember like the guy let me take a break, and I went to Lexie. I'm like, "Are you okay? Is everything good?" And she's like, "Bro, I'm doing great." She had like
great
snacks
time.
around her.
Packed some in my bag for later.
She like showed me the snack room. I was like, "Oh, okay, you're good."
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, and then I think I just started to not like being in a brick and mortar. I didn't like feeling like ball and chain to the store. I had to go there all the time because I really just enjoy creating and designing more so than actually like
The business side of it, where you like sell and
yeah. So I completely like shut it down. I've been on a very long break, but I always feel a passion towards entrepreneurship. So, you know, I think I'm starting to throw myself more and more into this podcast that Lexie and I have started. And then who knows, like maybe I'll do something else. I'm just trying to take it easy. And I think he is starting a business slowly, you know, don't just like buy a ton of stuff for it and make a bunch of things and try to sell it. Like when I had started, I think I photographed like 100 items and like launched a website. And I think, yeah, I didn't sell very much at first. And I kept doing that. Like I'd have an idea and then I would like go too far with it and then I would break even or something. So, yeah, I'm very happy with how slow we're starting with this.
Yeah, it's been nice. Slow burn.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know if that was too wordy. I feel like I'm just talking so much.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
It's good content.
Okay.
We'll just edit the whole part out.
Yeah,
It's
just
fine.
take it all out. It's totally fine.
So obviously the title is Talk Girlie to me, but is this for a male audience as well, or is it up to the men, I guess?
I think that's a great question. I think the podcast has a potential to bring value to anybody who listens to it. Just know going in that it is from a woman's perspective. And we do talk about, you know, things relative to our lives, such as like our cycles and how that affects our daily lives. But we also talk about things that can apply to a broader audience, like you mentioned earlier, balancing work and play, imposter syndrome. We talk about real life matters that could be applied to a broader audience, but we do also have that focus on women. So yeah, like you said, it kind of depends on the person. If they take something away from it and it resonates, cool. If not, then like no hard feelings. We get it.
Yeah. I think we give a really good perspective, a woman's perspective to men. So like men listen to it, they'll be like, oh, okay, maybe like that's what it's like to be a woman and feel like this, XYZ.
Yeah.
That makes sense? I don't know. Yeah.
So there's lots of potential.
Yeah.
You can give it a listen and let us know what you think.
Yeah, right.
I'm
I
already
know.
caught up. I'm subscribed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
That's where the 20 views came from.
Yeah. It's just Ross. Listen to it 20 times.
No, for me, it's very entertaining. I'm learning new things that I didn't know about. Like, I've never dealt with business stuff. I don't know what it's like to be on the road. I'm not going to spoil anything, but in the story of how you guys met, I love that.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Same.
It's a good one.
Makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, I think men can take stuff from it, but they just have to have an open mind. So,
Yeah.
because you guys definitely have personality. So,
Oh,
Thank you.
I hope so.
I just hope we bring some sort of value.
Something.
Or, whether it be entertainment or whatever.
what perspectives do you guys bring to the podcast? Because you come from a music background, you're from fashion, but you guys, I feel like you can collaborate a lot if you haven't already.
Yeah. So since we started talking about creative endeavors and business and entrepreneurship, of course, in the beginning, I brought a lot of perspectives from the music scene, specifically the New England music scene. And then Sarah brought her perspective from running her business. But now, since it's evolving a little bit, I think it really just stems from our differences in personalities. For example, imposter syndrome, that episode's a good example because I started off talking about how I can relate to that because I feel that, but you didn't used to experience that.
Yeah.
But now you do sometimes. So
it depends.
it kind of changes.
You like gave me a different perspective of it where I was like, yeah, I could see where you're coming from, but I don't know. You have to listen to the episode, listen to it in more detail. But basically, I'd say that like I don't really feel it all the time because I do feel I'm putting in so much work that whatever I receive is like, okay, I earned that, which is probably coming from how I was like feeling so burnt out at the time. But now that I'm like taking a step back and I've been, I don't want to say like chilling out more, but yeah, chilling out more.
Do you feel like you're getting back to like the old Sarah?
Sorry.
Do you feel like you're getting back to the old Sarah if that's like the right term?
No, I don't think I ever want to be in that position again, honestly. If I was to like be running a business to that extent, I'll say I would definitely would want to be making enough money where I could like hire people to help me. It would like I wouldn't have been so burnt out if I was able to like hire a marketer or hire someone to handle my social media or like things like that. But because I was like literally just doing it all on my own, that's where that comes from. So that's why I'm like, you should really start slow and work your way up to that point instead of just like throwing yourself in like I did.
So I'm curious too, just going off your question, now that you're not in survival mode anymore, do you feel like you're returning back to yourself or?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not understanding. Oh, you mean?
Like before you started your business, you were like, I'm assuming
fresh. Oh, before I started my business.
Sorry, I should have clarified.
Before the trauma.
Yeah.
Before that, okay, I see. Oh, that is so tough because I was just like such a different person before that. There's just so much that has happened.
It changed you.
Yeah, it's just changed me in a good way. Like now when I have an idea or want to start a business or do something, like I just have a different mindset on it. And I learned so much. Like serendipity was like, I'm so happy I did that because I just learned like an incredible amount of knowledge on what the right way would be to start a business because I took so many wrong turns that now I just feel more confident in like how I would do it now. But that's why it's taking me so long to like come up with like a good idea that I really truly think will add value to the public and that people would actually buy and deem worth their money. I'm so careful. Like I have ideas, but I'm not jumping on any of them. I'm sitting on them because once I do choose an idea and I go with it, that's also a commitment. Like you need to know that you're not going to get sick and tired of selling that item for the next 10 years or more. Because sometimes I'd get tired of something and then I'd want to start new or something, so it really is a serious relationship. It's like a marriage when you want to start a business. So I'm trying to be more careful with it. So like I would say no in a good way. I don't want to be that old Sarah, no.
And that would mean you didn't learn anything. So you've been reborn through the trial and error.
From that era.
So I have to ask you guys, why do you put episodes out monthly as opposed to bi-weekly? Is it like because your timing too busy or?
Yeah, right now we're just pacing ourselves. It comes back to just taking our time with it. We only have so many backlogged right now, so we figured that would give us some time. But we are flexible to changing that as it goes on. If we find that we're able to record a lot more often, then we'll make the episodes come out more often.
Yeah, like if something really amazing and crazy happened where like we were getting, I don't know, like 1,000. We haven't really talked about numbers. But like if we'd got like 1,000 views, I'd be like, ooh, maybe we should start releasing one every other week. It really is supply and demand,
right?
Actually, so I think that is the more like smart way to go about it. Because we don't want to burn ourselves out doing this. This is supposed to stay fun.
And sustainable.
Yeah.
So since we will start meeting bi-weekly every 2 weeks, we will have eventually more episodes, but it is all a matter of, well, how fast can we edit that, and how fast can we, mix and master it, and then how fast can we distribute that. And it is becoming a little bit easier to do all of that because we've already done it before and we have systems in place to make it a little bit more automatic going forward, which is nice. But yeah, it's all a matter of, with our personal lives and everything else we have going on. Kind of depends. We're playing it by ear.
Yeah, because it's like, we have day jobs. We have
I have
partners.
a cat.
Yeah, like I have a cat.
We're busy.
We're busy. We have, I also like to have a day where I'm just like grocery shopping, meal prepping, and like watching TV. I'm a human being. We're human beings.
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl. So, yeah, I just want to stay balanced and mentally healthy in that way. I think we both you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we both will do this thing where like small things, if they like pile up and we'll get anxious or something, or like too stressed out. So it's just, I think we both value mental health more than this podcast.
Yes.
So yeah, there
Good
we
choice,
go.
yeah.
Exactly. So we practice what we preach. We're balancing work and play.
Yes, exactly. So.
What challenges or obstacles did you guys come across when creating this podcast?
Consistency. Technical difficulties.
Oh,
so
yeah.
many technical difficulties.
There's a few episodes I think where we recorded on one mic. Don't do that.
Yeah, we were feeling a little lazy.
Yeah, we're like, let's just record, like, see what happens, and then like I'm mastering it, and I'm like, ooh, this sounds like shit. Like,
Yeah. And there was a
great.
time where you had like your headset mic, and that sounded awful.
Yep, I was using my gamer, headset
Yeah,
mic in
and
the
it
first
was
like 2
not
episodes,
good.
and it sounds like I'm on Discord. So yeah,
And listening back, we also both learned that we kept doing
yeah. I
with
might
our
be doing it
tongues
today
every
I don't know, I hope
time.
not.
Like we would do
So
well.
anyways,
Before saying everything. So then we were a little more conscious of that. So it's just like the little things. Nothing major so far, thankfully. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. But yeah.
but now it's cool because now that we're at this point and we're like pretty much almost done like uploading all the episodes that we have, what'd you say, backlogged? I like that word, phrase. We're at a point where like, okay, now we know what to do to come out with a better quality episode. So going forward, I already know it's going to be a smoother process.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a routine down, or?
We're mapping one out and we're going to execute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, not to talk about myself, but it's been challenging because you got to accommodate the guests. I like to make people feel comfortable. So I've gone to people's apartments in Boston. I've recorded at the library once. It's been uphill battle sometimes.
Yeah.
I've had episodes that have been messed up because either the camera will stop recording
Yeah.
or something will cut out in the audio, or I don't know if you guys have this, but there's been like echo before.
Yep.
Yep. Echo. Yeah.
When we were doing it virtually, we had a lot of echo and like lagging. Yeah. So
fuck doing it virtually.
we feel the struggle. But I think that's really cool that you are willing to go out of your way to make other people feel comfortable. I feel very comfortable here today.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I could have had water, but I was running behind. But
Oh no, you did. You gave me water. I'm actually longing for it right now, but it's over there.
you can go grab it if you
Yeah,
want.
I think I might.
No, that's fine. Yeah. I'll talk to Lexie.
I'm a water drinker.
Not only did he give Sarah water, it's his own
This
water.
is his
He's making a
personal
sacrifice.
water that he had not drank out of yet, so he sacrificed it for me. Thank you.
No problem.
I do.
Scheduling is hard too.
Yeah. Everyone is busy with their own lives and has things going on. And then, people work different schedules.
I think that's why it's nice that it's just us.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous of you guys with that. But
Yeah, it is nice. I think that's why things are like working out for us too, is that we're both like motivated
You guys
individuals.
know each other. Yeah. You have a plan going on. I have to be like, are you available at night, daytime?
Right.
I feel like your experience with like having a band and meeting every, what was it, Thursday
Yeah.
to practice helps a lot. And then I just, I'm just the type of person to like show up. I feel, when I commit to something, I'll actually show up. And I think that is an underrated quality. As a designer, like whenever I needed models, I'd have to plan to like have 10 models and plan for only 5 to show up because people don't show up.
Yeah.
It is a very valuable quality to find in people, unfortunately.
Also unrelated, but my stomach keeps growling. Can you hear it through the mic?
No.
Okay.
I just spilled it myself.
We're falling apart over here.
I'm sorry. I don't know how to drink water.
It made me think, not to turn this into an interview for you, but I'm just curious, would you ever, are you okay?
Yes, no, I'm just intently listening to you. I'm very curious what you're about to ask.
No, it's nothing crazy, but you were talking about how, scheduling gets in the way of you making your podcast happen. Would you ever consider just recording solo, or have you tried that before?
I thought about it, but I'm like, I don't know what I would talk about. Like, I'm not that creative.
I feel that because I wanted to do a podcast for so long too, but I was like, literally, what would I say? I don't know.
I feel like if I did something, it would be like very nerdy and be like very niche to a certain amount of people.
Okay.
Oh.
Maybe you'll have a second podcast where you just nerd out about things and share your expertise.
Yeah.
The whole point of me doing this though was to like meet new people, learn about different things. Like one of the podcast interviews that I did was someone that was in the movie industry.
Ooh.
And did you guys know what a gaffer is?
I've heard that word before. Is it equipment that they
You're
record
close,
with?
you're warm.
Okay.
So I had no idea going into this, and he's just telling me everything. And I learned gaffer is just the lighting person.
Oh, okay.
So like I get different perspectives and stuff like that. So it's just fascinating and stuff like that.
That is.
And I'm sucky at public speaking and stuff like that. So I'm like, how can I improve that? So
Exposure therapy.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Love that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I've just been trying to go around getting different views and learning about different industries and stuff like that.
That's
So
really
far,
valuable.
I've only had like one rejection, but that's okay. You grow from that.
Exactly.
But yeah, we're just trying to expose people too. Like I want to show
Exposed.
not that way, but just like put people in the spotlight. Like I think you guys have a really good podcast going, so I want to showcase that here.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, maybe we'll make an exception to have you as a guest on ours. I don't know.
It's up to you. It's fair. Do you guys? So I think I already answered this. Do you guys want to have a crew later down the road, like you said, like someone to handle
We do have a crew.
editing and stuff?
Go ahead.
Our partners is our crew. Is that correct grammar?
So far, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's you
Okay.
and me, and
Yeah.
then Jared. Shout out to
Yeah.
Jared at Need More Jared on Instagram. He does music as
That was
well.
plural. Needs more Jared, or is it?
It's Need More Jared.
Oh,
yeah, and More is spelled Moore, like his last name. So it's like a little, But he's helped us with our graphic work. So like the picture that is for the podcast, he helped put the font on there and the coloring and all that stuff. And then,
Oh, and you know what? And Danny.
Yeah, shout out to Danny for taking the pictures.
Danny is an amazing photographer. He's excellent with lighting. He can make anyone look hot.
At Create Studios on Instagram.
Yes.
And it's Create with the number 8.
Based in Worcester, and he does like a subscription thing, so you can subscribe kind of to like go to his studio. It's really cool. So if you're a photographer, you can like go to the studio anytime to use it for the
24/7. Like
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Yeah,
There's not
genius.
many places like that around here.
And then there's
For your podcast, actually, if you need a place to
Oh,
record,
yeah.
they have a podcast area in
Yes.
the basement, which is really nice.
Yeah, I'll have to show you the
Hook you up.
Instagram. Yeah, definitely. And then Harlan, he knows how to like master and produce music, so we've kind of been using his talents to help me master the episodes.
Yeah, and he also created the intro music
yeah.
for us
Yep.
and the intermission music. So shout out Harlan.
Yeah.
So eventually, if we do become busier and need to pump out more episodes, then it would be really helpful to have somebody maybe edit certain parts for us. But that's also tricky because editing, there's a specific voice to it. And if somebody edits in a way that's not how you want to be portrayed, then it could kind of change how you're perceived. So that's kind of tricky, but definitely something to consider going forward.
Do you guys ever think you'll add like a video aspect to your podcast, or you're gonna stay with audio forever?
No, not forever. I mean,
I'm open to it.
Okay, I was like, I want to do video eventually.
There's just more preparation, unless we want to, because usually we record in like our sweatpants and like our hair's met. I don't have makeup on. You don't wear makeup, but like I like to present myself a little bit better, and it's just you got to put some effort into video. You got to make sure the lighting's good. You got to make sure the framing makes sense, and so there's just more steps.
Yeah, I have like a rough idea. There is like a little bit of space in my apartment where I live now, where I'm like slowly like I have like 2 bean bags, and I'm like, maybe this could be like a thing, you know?
I think that could it's a cozy little nook.
Yeah,
So I think that could be fun.
And then I want to put like soundproof foam in there, and so I have some ideas, but like it might be like a year from now before we start doing that, honestly. So
yeah,
yeah,
open to it, but another thing we're playing by ear.
yeah.
Yep. What do your friends and families think about this podcast if you've told them?
I'm going to just defer to you for this.
Yeah, I sent Lexie this voice recording. It'd take me a bit to scroll through it, but maybe I'll send it to you and you can like add it to this. It's really funny. Just because I think I'm funny. But but basically, my mom, I mean, maybe I brought this on myself because I asked her, I was like, oh, do you listen to my podcast? Like, what do you think? And she's like, well, it's definitely geared to your age group. I was like, well, yeah, it is. That's true. And she's like, and you know, you're just swearing too much. I don't like it. And you know, Lexie doesn't swear. Lexie's a good girl. She's a really good girl. I don't know why you can't be more like Lexie. You're just swearing so much. And I was like,
which actually, I say fuck like every other word, which is funny. Like in real life, I'm just saying fuck. Like
if she listens to this, maybe she'll think differently now.
But when I'm recording, I guess I try to be a little bit more intentional with my words. But yeah it's funny.
I guess. Sorry, Mom.
I have not shared it. I shared it with my sisters before we published it. And I don't know if my little sisters listened to it, but my older sister did. And, you know, she popped like a gummy and she was vibing. And she was like, yeah, this is so fun to listen to. She felt like she was like hanging out with us. And I was like, yes, that's exactly how I. Yeah. And I was like, that's exactly how I want people to feel. I want it to feel like I don't know. I forget. I forget to tell you so many things. Oh my God. But
it's because I talk so much.
Other than that, I don't really share things that I make with my family just because I don't care about their opinion.
I don't care too much.
I don't care about many people's opinions. I just want to do things. And that's why I don't really talk about things in general with anybody until it's done. And then I'll talk with them after the fact.
Yeah, for me, it's been like tough because I'm shy about like advertising it, but it's like I needed someone also to help me too because it's like I forgot to put hashtags on the Instagram and stuff like that. I'm like not thinking because it's like I'm not trying. I don't care if this doesn't make money or not. I'm having fun, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it's also like I do want to get a little bit of an audience, so it's like you got to find that balance.
Yeah, you don't want to be like talking to nobody. Just, even to like 5 people, I'm happy with. I mean,
yeah. It's not about the money or fame for us personally. I mean, if that happens, cool. That's a bonus. But if not, like the process itself is really fun. But I'm also finding with my music as well that the people I know in real life might not necessarily even resonate with what I'm creating. So I think it's really valuable to go outside your circle and find people that you don't know, which is cool that you're going outside and meeting new people and interviewing them, because I think that's where a more loyal audience might lie, because they're not going to listen to it because they know you. They're going to listen to it because they are genuinely interested in it.
Do you guys have like a whole formula for when you advertise? Because I was talking to my friend that's in the movie industry, and he's like, yeah, you got to post on Wednesdays for this, and Fridays are a good time to post reels and stuff like that. I'm like, who has time for that, though?
I know. I feel the same way, because I've tried doing that in the past. You can Google it, and you'll have all these articles pop up that have different answers, first of all. And then it's all different answers for different platforms. So then you have to cater it towards, maybe it's Mondays at 10 a.m. for Instagram, but then for Facebook, it's something completely different, for YouTube, et cetera. Yeah. So it becomes very overwhelming.
Honestly, I think like the best thing for anyone to do is if you can invest any money, put it into a marketer. Just have someone else who's a professional in that do it. I've been thinking about us doing that, honestly. I don't know what that would look like. Like maybe we can go on Fiverr. I don't know. There's so many resources out there, and now there's AI. Like
I know. It's hard to tell. I think I'm tired of appeasing the algorithm, and I feel like a lot of people have gotten to that point. And it's also just becoming kind of impossible to figure out, like, to crack the code. So I'm finding a lot of value in interacting with people in person. Like word of mouth is so powerful.
That's what I was just going to say. Actually, I'm like just having this thought now, but I think like I would prefer us to be, like I talked about being on tour or something. I would prefer us to like what if we just did like a fun like girls trip where we're like driving to Florida and we just stop in every city and like be like, listen to Talk Girlie to me.
That would be so fun.
Yeah, I would much prefer to do that than
or just have like a girls' day somewhere. Or like, have you heard of those hot girl walks that girls will do?
Yes.
They will schedule a time for their fans to come do like a hot girl walk with them around New York City.
Yeah.
And it's just all these women getting together to hang out, basically.
Love it.
But it's for their brand as well, and it is a form of marketing. But I think that's where marketing is going. People are tired of the polished, perfect, algorithmic. And also the numbers are so hard to trust these days because there's so many bots.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm hesitant to hire someone to do it for us, because I feel like a lot of people who do that hire bots. They pay for bots, and it's so hard to tell what's real and what's not. So there's a very roundabout answer.
We did talk about that. Yeah. Like we want to get more involved with women-related events, since that's kind of our target audience.
Yeah. We want to find ways to support other people and, raise them up with us.
Yes.
Have you guys like gone to different events to advertise your podcast? Or?
Not yet. I mean, because we just jinx. We just started releasing episodes like a month ago. So obviously we want to have our platform existing before we start throwing ourselves into the networking world.
Right. Yeah. But once we get all the digital stuff down, that I think is the next step to actually like get out there in real life and be like, hey,
we have this thing.
Yeah.
So then they have something to look at.
Right.
So.
Yeah, because I don't know if this is going to sound crazy, but I've thought about making like business cards for the podcast.
That doesn't sound crazy at all.
That sounds normal.
No. Yeah.
Do it.
I feel like most people do, especially with like if it has like a QR code, you can just like scan and I think that makes sense. And I see you have, these little stickers printed on the mic stands.
Yeah, we want to get stickers too at some point. So
yeah, that's cool.
These actually came from a label maker, but
nice.
Smart. Okay.
But I'm working on like I have a Cricut, no shame.
I have it's a silhouette, but it does the same thing as a Cricut. Yeah.
Because I'm working on like trying to figure out how to make stickers with that. Ooh. But it's like you need a certain printer with a certain ink or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we can share ideas. Yeah.
I know. Why don't I could just print out like Talk Girlie to me. We'll figure it out. Yeah. I have an idea.
I like it. I love a good brainstorm sesh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I've gone on YouTube basically to learn different things like that.
Cool.
But like you have to like have a certain printer, like I said. Yeah. And then you have to have the budget for everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm all for outsourcing if you can. I know a few people who can, make these locally. And because you can go to, bigger companies who can make it for you. But when you can support people
smaller company,
I can put you in touch with somebody if you're interested.
Yeah. And speaking of stickers, do you want to talk about the stickers on your
I do. Created by Jared Moore at Need More Jared.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, he does graphic design on the side. He's a musician full time, but on the side he does graphic design. And there is a local dispensary. Shout out, I think it's was it for Sanctuary? I think it's for Sanctuary. Hopefully that's right. But they hired him to make some labels for the different strains of weed.
Oh, I forgot that's what that was. Yeah.
You're promoting. Sorry. I'm Italian. I talk with my hands.
I know. Both of us.
Yeah. So that's what that is.
Okay. Yeah. I know. And I love them. So I I thought they were great, like summer stickers, and I just
They are. They're so cute.
improved my Coach purse here and made it even more elevated.
Do you guys have any important issues or topics that you'll bring up on your podcast?
Oh yeah, This is what I'm really excited for. Now that we have gotten all the old ones out of the way, we can start recording things like talk about women's health. Because we were talking about that at the gym the other day and how like it's so understudied and there's so many things that women experience on a day-to-day basis that is just like not taken seriously, even in today's like 2025. Like it's not the 1900s anymore and we're still not taken seriously and it's crazy.
Now it's under attack, unfortunately.
Yeah, like
By the
so
Cheeto.
I know. He who shall not be named. So there's a lot of real world topics that we want to delve into for sure.
Yeah, I think that kind of just ties in like current events. I don't know if we'll end up talking about this, but we were even talking about Miley Cyrus's new album.
Oh yeah, just pop culture in general
Yeah,
too.
we're
Yeah.
like we want to just like put our opinions out there, you know.
And then Alex Cooper's documentary that came out
Yep.
for
Call Her Daddy.
Call Her Daddy. Yep, we want to talk about that because she's a podcaster
As well, very
in
successful one.
similar, realm as us. Yeah,
Yeah.
who made it really big and is, one of the biggest podcasters in America right now.
Yeah.
So that was really inspirational. So that would be cool to talk about.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of big variety of things to talk about.
Okay. If there's anything you guys want to ask me or bring up that I didn't mention, we can talk about that.
You were very thorough.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like, if you want to talk more about your podcast or if you want to, because I wasn't sure. That's what I should have asked you at the beginning of this. I was like, can I ask you questions too?
Yeah.
Can we interview each other?
Yeah.
Because I know you talked about the reason why you started your podcast was to get to know people, to learn new things. And you shared like your challenges and so far and kind of like the learning curve of it all. I'm just kind of curious if you had any like prior experience. Have you done anything like this before or is it like brand new?
The whole podcasting thing is new to me, but I've always been surrounded by like technology, computers and stuff. So this is kind of like an extension of what I love to do. So, but it's been a huge learning curve because I've had to do like months of research, what products to buy like this. So this thing right here is called the Rodecaster Pro 2. And normally I think it goes for like $700+. But I found it at like a pawn shop. It was like $300. So I was like,
Okay.
why not? And that kind of gave me the push more to like actually invest and get into things.
Nice. Do you have a list somewhere where if somebody was also interested in starting their own podcast or endeavor where they needed, gear, do you have like a list somewhere of the products where they can buy or like the research that you've already done? Can you make that available to other people?
I can, but the thing about that is tricky is like I have to know what the person's needs are because there's people that do like in person like we're doing right now. There's people that do like strictly virtual interviews. And the company that I've invested mostly in is Rode. They have like versions of these mics that can do the XLR cables back here, but they also have USB-C so you can hook it up to phones, computers, whatever devices.
Nice.
So it's kind of like what Sarah does. You tailor things custom to a person, but
So you could be a consultant.
yeah.
Okay.
And like I have a setup too where it's like a mobile thing. So like if we needed to, like if it was just one-on-one, I have like wireless stuff, which I'm kind of using right here. It's complicated, but yeah.
Okay. And you said you do all of this by yourself currently?
Everything has been by myself.
Are you going to hire a crew?
I need to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I don't get burnt out.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to be editing your episode, but I also have to finish another episode that I'm doing. I've talked to the most recent episode coming up is this guy, Marco. He's also in the movie industry, but he has more of like an ethnic background. And we talked about like different things, how his father left him or whatever and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that hasn't come out yet?
Not yet, no.
I'm looking
So
forward
just
to
a little
that.
preview, yeah.
Yeah, that's exciting. And how soon do you think this one will be out?
Depends on how hard I work.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
See, that's
No
the thing.
worries. I feel that.
But I'll try getting it out probably, what's today?
I don't even know.
20th.
Probably early October if I'm diligent.
Okay, cool. I look forward to it.
I'll give you guys a heads up too, like if you want to post anything like that or.
Yeah, we'll definitely share it. We'll share your profile, get the word out for sure.
Absolutely.
And then if there's any images too that you guys want me to post, like for the Instagram part of it.
Yeah, we can send that over.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any shout outs or anything that you want to, or plugs?
I think we just need to shout out ourselves. So I'll shout out at Speak Out Sarah on Instagram.
Yep.
Talk Girlie to me on Instagram.
And then you at Lexie. I don't know. Oh my God, what is your handle?
Rude.
Oh my God.
No, that's fair. Actually, I change my handle so often. Right now, it's Hey, it's Lexie on
No, it's
Instagram.
Lexie. I'm like,
All good. And then if you want to
God.
shoot us an email, like we have a Gmail, Talk Girlie to me. But
I'll
think
put
everybody.
like a list of links for you guys if you want to send me
Perfect.
that.
Yep, we can do that. We have it all in a link tree, so all of the platforms that it's on currently are just all in one spot for you to make it easy.
and girly is spelled Girlie. Man, that was. I don't know why. I just felt so
hard.
much pressure. I'm like, wow.
Can I spell?
Can I spell? Is this a
Am I
spelling
illiterate?
bee? Jeez.
But I think everybody else we already gave a shout out to. Need More Jared, Create Studios. Are we missing anybody?
I mean, Harlan's Instagram is just fitness stuff. God, I don't even know his handle. I don't know people's handles.
No, that's fair.
Oh God. Well, if you just look at who I'm following, if you look up Harlan, you'll find it.
What was I going to say? If you guys want to come back on the show or anything, or if you guys, no pressure, if you want to do individual interviews and talk more about the music industry and more about fashion.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
It's up
open
you
to
guys.
it.
It's up to you.
It's Harlan's HARLINS _world, by the way, if you
Nice.
want to know.
And you said
more
he's in
about lifting.
fitness.
Yeah, so his Instagram's like full of like lifting and how to lift properly.
Does he publish his music?
No. Wait, no, he does. He does.
But it's
Yeah.
under Dark Heart.
Yes. So, yeah, it's just, I think you can just look up Dark Heart. I don't know.
But Heart is spelled with an 8.
Yes, it is. Thank you,
Yeah.
Lexie.
Okay. I know that because it's his license. Wait.
Oh, God. Well, they're not going to know. They're not. Well, no. His license plate just changed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It used to be Dark Heart,
Yeah,
which
'cause
was pretty cool.
We moved to Rhode Island, so now it's okay to, it used to be. I think he might change it back. I don't know.
But anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show, girls, and listen to Talk Girlie to me.
Thank you so much for having us.
Anywhere on
thank
Spotify and major podcast platforms.
Yep.
Yeah, this was our first official interview together that we're doing. So thank
And
you.
you guys
for,
are the first females too for the podcast.
What?
So,
Represent.
Represent.
Okay. Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah,
it's been really
thank
fun.
you so much.